Let's go next to Esteban from Orlando, or we could say it Esteban.
Hello, David. I was actually on your show like 2 years ago during COVID, and I asked a question about Nancy Pelosi and impeachment articles and whether or not it was a genius move. I'm not too sure if you remember that.
You know, that particular call I don't remember, but I'm so glad that you're back.
Thank you so much, David. So I just wanted to kind of have a mini rant, and I wanted to get your opinion and maybe shed some light on one of the newest, I guess, conspiracies that's being spread by these crazy righties.
Okay,
So
now
I'm on
before you do
Twitter.
that, we have a couple issues. One is we really want questions rather than just a rant and then please react. You also have
Okay.
Discord notifications blinging in the background. So right now the
Yeah.
call's hanging by a thread.
Okay. Let me see. I'm not too sure how I can
Well,
turn
let's
off
do
the
this.
notifications on my
What was
Discord.
going to be your question at the end of the rant? And maybe I can work backwards into the context.
Okay. So, what is the solution to responding to some of these conspiracies? And these conspiracies are like pretty crazy. I mean, people are starting to say that Joe Biden is apparently there's a double now in the office. And I just saw this tweet, and they posted footage of Biden, talking, and presumably the differences between what Biden looks like in this video versus another video. It's all due to lighting and whatnot. Just changes in his the way he tilts his head, for example, or I don't know, whatever the case may be. Some of these conspiracies regarding this particular issue are so outlandish, and this to me is like next. I have never seen anything this crazy before. Like when it comes to like mainstream politics. So I tried engaging with some of these people. It was no luck. They just say that I'm creating fantasies and making up stories, and I'm, not opening my eyes enough to what's really going on. And this type of rhetoric it's not uncommon. I mean, it happens with tons of other types of conspiracies and similar situations. So, what would be, I guess, or, what would be some advice with regards to actually getting to these sorts of people, maybe refuting some of these claims with actual facts, because it doesn't seem like actual facts make any difference. So is it better to just
No,
ignore them?
it is better to just ignore them. Yeah, and I'm gonna disconnect, and maybe you can just listen on the stream, just because the blinging
Okay.
is very very distracting. So here's the deal: some of these fringe conspiracy theories, I wouldn't even engage with them. I mean, Biden's dead, and there's a body double. That's up there with like JFK or JFK Jr. are still alive and running government alongside Trump. I wouldn't waste my time on that. There are conspiracy theories that are really damaging, like for example, people who think the vaccines give you COVID, for example, or stuff like that, where it has a public health impact, that Trump won the election, even that has a serious voting impact. But the Biden's dead and it's a body double is such a niche one that I would not even bother engaging with that. And the thing is, you can't even really present facts because there's no evidence for the claim. So if you want to engage with it, I would just put the person making the claim in the position of having to prove it, which obviously they can't. But there's no facts because it's an indefeasible claim. Now, it's sort of like if I say there's an invisible elephant in the room with me. Okay, well, let's put baby powder down on the floor so when the elephant moves, it'll disturb the baby powder. It's like, no, it's an invisible and weightless elephant. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let's put food in it because eventually the elephant's going to need to eat and then we'll notice the food. No, it's an invisible, weightless elephant that doesn't need to eat. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so I just would not even engage with that. Let's take a very quick break and then we'll get back and take more calls. So if you're holding on to talk to me and you want to continue holding on, don't hang up and we'll be right back to the phones.